In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the Quick Selection tool in Adobe Photoshop to create two projects. The first one is called Cloud Leaf, and the second one is called Leaves Floating in the Sky. To begin with, you need to go to Google Classroom and go to the Quick Selection tool Introduction Assignment and download these two images. To download the image, click the image, go to the side menu where it says More Actions, open in New Window, and click Download. That will send it to the Downloads folder, and you can click Save. Now let's go back and get the other one. So Fall Leaves, More Options, open in New Window, Download, Fall Leaf to the Downloads folder, click Save, and there we go. Let's open Photoshop. In Photoshop, go to File, Open, go to the Downloads folder. You can click and drag to draw a box around both of those, and then click Open. And they are now open in Photoshop. Go to Fall Leaves and go over here to the toolbox and choose the Quick Selection tool. The Quick Selection tool is grouped together with the Magic Wand tool, and either one of these may be the tool that's on top, depending on who used the computer last. So I will select the Quick Selection tool, and you can see I have a very small cursor. I can change the size of the cursor by using the bracket keys next to P on the keyboard. So the right bracket makes the cursor larger, and the left bracket makes it smaller. I'm going to select this leaf right here. So I'm simply going to click and drag, and you can see that it does a very good job of finding the edges of the leaf. So I'm going to click again, and you can see this time it got a little bit of the bottom leaf, and I don't want that. So what I'm going to do is make my cursor a little bit smaller by using the bracket, the left bracket next to P, and then I'm going to hold down Alt on a PC or Option on a Mac, and then click to subtract that part that I didn't want. Now I can see that I need to add the tip of this leaf right here. So what I'm going to do is make the cursor really small by using the bracket key, the left bracket key, and then just carefully click to get the tip of that leaf. Now the last thing that I need to do is get the stem, and I think I will use the magnifying tool to make that larger so that I can see it better. So back to the Quick Selection tool, and I'm going to use my bracket keys, my left bracket, to make that even smaller. Oops. So hold down Alt. Okay, so I'll use the left bracket to make the cursor very tiny, and then try to very carefully click this stem a little bit at a time until I get the whole thing. So you might have to undo and start again, or hold down the Alt key and subtract. There we go. All right, now that I have the whole leaf, just as a safety precaution, I am going to save this selection. So go to Select, Save Selection, and I will call it Leaf, and then click OK. So if for some reason I accidentally deselected this, I could get that right back by going to Select, Load Selection, choose Leaf, and it would reselect that for me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is copy this. So on the keyboard, Control-C is copy. Now I will click on my blue sky background and click Control-V, which is paste. Now this first leaf, I'm going to get the Move tool which is this top tool right here, or you can click V on the keyboard. And I'm going to click this one and put it down here in the corner as if it's going off the edge of the page. To make a copy, hold down Alt on the keyboard and simply click and drag. Now I want to resize this, so I will click this box here to show transform control. Then I'll hold down Shift and Alt, which will shrink this equally from all sides as I click and drag on the corner. So my next leaf, maybe I'll make it that big. I'll hover the cursor around the corner until I get the rotation arrow, and then click and drag to change the angle of that leaf. And now I will hit Enter on the keyboard or the check mark. So Alt, I'll get another leaf. Maybe I'll rotate it this way, hold down Shift and Alt, shrink it, and maybe I'll start this leaf up here. So Enter or check mark. Hold down Alt, drag off a copy. I'll rotate this a different way, hold down Alt, click the check mark, hold down Alt, drag off another copy, hold down Shift and Alt, make it a little smaller, rotate it. So that one's going to be way off in the distance. And I'm going to go get this one again, hold down Alt, and just put a little outlier on this side. So this leaf kind of got away from the rest of the group, and click the check mark there. And you can click on any of these and rearrange them to different areas until you like the composition. So here's the first one. I will go to File, Save As, and I will call this Leaves Floating in the Sky. You can call it something similar. Then I will go to my drive that has my name on it, go to my photo class folder, and I will click Save and OK. Now I'm going to open my Layers panel over here on the side, and I'm going to click this tab and drag it off so it's separate from the other ones, and then close this. If you can't find Layers, simply go to Window, and from this alphabetical list, choose Layers. I'm going to go to the bottom and click on the sky. On the keyboard, select Control A to select all, and then Control C to copy. Now I'm going to go back to my fall leaves, and I'm going to go to Edit, Paste Special, and I'm going to go to Paste Into. So what that did was pasted the sky into that leaf selection, and you can see over here in the Layers panel that it created a layers mask in the shape of the leaf. Now I want to shrink the sky so I can see more of it. So on the keyboard, I'm going to hold down Control and push minus a few times until I can see the edge of the photo. Then I will hold down Shift and use the corner and just drag it until it's the right size to fit the leaf, and then either hit Enter or click the check mark. Then I can move this around until it gets to the spot that I want. I'm going to push Control 0 on the keyboard to make that fit the screen. And that is my finished project. So I will go to File, Save As, and call this Cloud Leaf. And go to my drive with my name on it, go to my photo folder, and leave it as a Photoshop document, and click Save. So make a JPEG or a screen capture of both of those assignments and turn them in so you get credit. That's it for this video.